dry surface with the sun overhead, and Celtic clearly determined to add to their run of unbeaten matches. They've had 13 unbeaten league matches in a row, so this remains a very important match for them, with Hearts still ahead, but with the prospect still of a slip-up. Celtic must retain their concentration. And the warmest welcome among the Celtic players came for their centre-forward, Mo Johnston, welcomed by the Celtic fans, and of course adding fuel to speculation about making a late bid for the World Cup squad. Stephen. Fouled from the back by McGugan. McGugan expressing his disagreement, but referee Hope in no way impressed. Many could be the target here, although Jim Smith has also joined the attack for Dundee. There's Connor's free kick. Brown's header. And John Brown, very dangerous indeed inside the box. He's scored 11 goals this season for Dundee, and this was almost the 12th. A flighted ball towards the near post area, and Brown got there ahead of Aiken. Bonner was certainly struggling. Brown did well to get in front of Roddy McLeod. Here's Brown again. Forsyth sprinting forward on the right for Dundee. And once again a well-timed tackle from Barnes. It breaks for Brown. Now Duffy. Rafferty. There's Connor on the left. McGugan's clearance falling straight to McKinley. Good play from McKinley and from Pat Bonner. McKinley clearly thought he was fouled by Paul McStay coming forward. Well, you'll see here McKinley appeared to send the ball too far ahead. Was he impeded by McStay? The referee allowed play to go on. Some space now for Derek White. Marking by Dundee was very good though, forcing White to go back. McLeod now has some space in the middle of the field. Linking up with McClare. McStay to McGrain. That's for McLeod. He took up good position in the box. McKinley's clearance falls to McStay. A chance for Celtic. And it was Duffy's head flick which took the ball away for Dundee. But Tosh McKinley will certainly be relieved about that. His clearance falling straight to McStay. It was just too high for McClare, and Duffy got the touch. Former Ross County goalkeeper. A clumsy one from McGrain, and a very nasty reaction from Ray Stephen. The referee Hope, I'm sure, will take some action. And Stephen is in trouble. Well, this was a very fast piece of retaliation after the initial foul by McGrain. There's McGrain, no question about the foul as he comes into the back of Ray Stephen, but it was Stephen's reaction which caused all the trouble on the ground, lashing out towards McGrain, and that's why he's in trouble with referee Holt. And the ultimate sanction is taken against Ray Stephen. Well, there's no question the ball was dead, the whistle had gone, and Stephen was guilty of striking out at Danny McGrain. There's Archie Knox in the director's box, looking impassive as his side is reduced to 10 men. McGrain. Johnston looking for McClare. That was well read by Duffy. McGrain. Paul McStay. Picking out White on the left. That's for Burns. Here's Tommy Burns again. McClare. Well, chances don't come any better. Beautifully created by Celtic. Starting with McStay's pass to White. The forward pass, the turn from Tommy Burns. He got a break off the defender. Set it up for McClare. And he couldn't get power into the shot. And Duffy, the former Celtic and Morton player, in command at the back for Dundee. McLeod to McStay. Good running by Burns. There's Mo Johnston on the turn. sliding it back in, an awkward one. And Archdeacon coming very close for Celtic. Tall winger making the challenge. Good play from Burns, sliding it across. Johnston following it out. This is a very good chip again across towards the far post. Archdeacon was there, and Geddes forced it behind for the corner. Here's Danny McGrain. Great play with McStay, and McKinley steps in. Well, that was a very inventive piece of play around the box. McGrain playing that first time pass in the volley to McStay and looking for the return. Well, perhaps a year or two back, these legs of Danny McGrain would have carried him to the ball. Roy Aiken there, marked by Connor. In swinger from Archdeacon. And right across the far side where there's no Celtic player. A bad clearance though from Forsyth. McLeod. McGrain. Archdeacon available on the right. And Duffy's in the way to turn it away from Brian McClare for the corner kick. So Celtic's sixth corner kick of the first half. Been in again by Archdeacon. Forsyth is up with McClare. White to McLeod. Oh, good play from White. Making space for McLeod. And again, it's Duffy who's there to the point of danger first for Dundee. Playing a captain's role to the full is Jim Duffy. Here's Johnston. And McClare's overhead effort. Wow, what a classic goal that would have been. Starts from the throw. The header away, collected by Johnston. The flick in. Look at that for the overhead effort. And Geddes did well going down to his right. McStay's header. McKinley lets it run for the throw. So the seconds ticking away towards the half-time whistle. Still no sign of the deadlock being broken. And we're into stoppages time in the first half. We haven't had any trainer on, and there goes the half-time whistle blown by referee Hope to Celtic Park. And there's been a significant change in the Celtic ranks for the second half, with Danny McGrain staying in the dressing room, and the replacement is Peter Grant, and I think that's a tactical change rather than anything else to allow Celtic yet more attacking force, with Grant coming forward on the right flank to join the midfield. Aiken to Grant. Here's Johnston playing it inside, looking for McStay, I think. Smith's clearance. A push by Brown on McLeod. A quick free kick. Brown wins it back. And that's for Forsyth on the far side. He's onside all right. The Celtic defence is exposed. There's Forsyth. Well, that certainly could have been a shot. And a very intelligent play by John Brown. Held things up. Rafferty was in an offside position, but Forsyth certainly wasn't. And he had the chance to race in on goal. He hits this shot with lots of power, but it's beyond the far post. Aiken's clearance falling to Connor. Brown is in behind Derek White. A chance now for Dundee. John Brown is still there. And a let-off indeed for Celtic. Well, that's perhaps the best opportunity of the match. And John Brown, who's been so prolific from midfield, spurns it. And Celtic really could have been in serious trouble. Many laying it back, and Jim Smith chipping it towards Forsyth. Many. And he was clipped there by Paul McGugan. don't think the West German striker is acting by any means. A firm rap on the ankle from McGugan. Offside free kick. Up goes Brown. Unchallenged. And frustration for Brown, but what about that Celtic defence? Posted missing when this free kick comes over. Driven across by Forsyth. Brown going up, unchallenged. Powerful header just over the top. Brown's header, too far ahead of many. McKinley's header. Now White. Duffy's header clear. The player has Grant up in support and he's outside. The 1-2 with McLeod. Still McLeod. 11 minutes into the second half, and Brian McLeod sends relief all around Celtic Park. He created it all by himself. Sprinting forward, attacking it on the defence, playing it to McLeod, going for the return ball. It bounced awkwardly, but he managed to loop that ball with the aid of a deflection beyond Bobby Geddes, and Celtic are in the lead. Brian McLeod picking up his 21st goal of the season. Such a prolific scorer for Celtic. A marvellous acquisition from Motherwell for £90,000. There will be a hold-up now as Tosh McKinley gets treatment. Been limping heavily for the last couple of minutes. And now referee Hope happy to allow some treatment. Now he had that area below the right knee strapped before the match. Looks as though it may be damage. Yes, the damage is in the same area. Archie Knox remains in the director's box. Ian Gillitley, the president of the league, beside him, Dundee director. And McKinley leaving the field. Well, David Hay now with some relief with that opening goal, enjoying the cigar in the dugout. McCormick coming on to replace Tosh McKinley. That'll involve some reorganisation of the side. And there will be a Celtic substitution in a second or two, I think. Signs of activity in the dugout as Mark McGee begins to prepare for battle. Rafferty. Celtic throw. McGugan stealing a few yards and he's waved back by referee Hope. So the change being made is Derek White going off, Mark McGee going on, and the Celtic supporters not at all happy that Derek White has been taken from the play, but I'm sure that reflects a tactical alteration also. Taken. Johnston has space. Chance now for Celtic. And Forsyth did well with a recovery tackle, which caught Johnston's ankle. What a fleeting chance for Mo Johnston. He couldn't cash in. Archdeacon getting away from Forsyth. That's a Celtic throw. McGee. Oh, well robbed by Glennie. Connor losing out to McLeod. Now Grant going through. Linking up with McGee. And Bobby Geddes advancing to the 6-yard line, cutting down the angle, making that look easy. McLeod did well initially for Celtic. Grant committing a Dundee defence with a forcing run. Here was Mark McGee. Look at the positioning of Geddes. Fortunate one for Archdeacon, falling straight at the feet of Mother McLeod. McClare to McGee. Now can he turn? Good cross. So Johnston's up. And the challenge was made by Duffy and by Forsyth. That's why Johnston didn't have it all his own way inside that 6-yard box. Corner towards Rafferty. Here's Harvey. Done back by Barnes. Well, it certainly hasn't been a convincing performance from Celtic against these 10 Dundee players. But maybe enough for the 2 points, unless Dundee can conjure up an equaliser in the closing minutes. Here's Brian McClare. McGee with a return pass, overcarried by McClare. Brown's clearance. The offside flag is up on the near side against Johnston and McGee, I think. 10 minutes left for play. 1-0 to Celtic. All the substitutes now committed. Here's Johnston. Now Paul McStay. It's left by McGee to McClare. 1 against 1. Can he take on Lenny? Good save from Geddes. Harvey trying to hold off Aiken. He's won the free kick. Quickly taken to Connor. That's for Forsyth. He took it well in his stride. The second attempt at getting past Tommy Burns. Free kick against Burns. I think he disagrees. Well, 5 minutes of the match left, and Forsyth will take this free kick for Dundee. They push some of the big men forward. Bobby Glennie is right in the heart of things. That's a bad ball from Forsyth, giving his colleagues no chance at all. Now McStay away from Rafferty. Archdeacon has Johnston on his left. A great chance now for Celtic. And that'll settle it. Calmly tucked away by Johnston with just 4 minutes left. Paul McStay set it up. That forcing run from defence. Across to Archdeacon. He threw the defence to him, laid it on a plate for Johnston. And he doesn't miss chances like that. Glennie slicing it out. Now it's only a question of whether Celtic can add some guilt to the gingerbread with a third goal. There's McGee. Getting into something of a fankle at the byline, but getting help from Grant. Here's Johnston. Grant again. Now Archdeacon. A marvellous save from Bobby Geddes. Well, he really shouldn't have had a chance, the Dundee goalkeeper. Well set up though. Grant to Johnston. Grant again. Sideways to Archdeacon. A fine diving save by Geddes.
2-0 it finished. So